Hi.
Hi, Nadia. How are you?
Fine, yeah.
It's Frank.
Yeah, I know.
Are you ready for your interview?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't we start off the interview with you telling us a little bit about how you got... Now, I understand you paint, right?
Yeah, too.
Yeah. How did you get started with holography? What attracted you to holography?
Well, first time I saw hologram was when I was working with George Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
You know him?
Yes, the name.
Well, I was his assistant.
Yes.
And, well, it was kind of mysterious for me, to see the 3D in space like this that you can't even touch.
Yes.
And especially the light effect.
Yes.
So I thought it would be great to try to bring that media in my work, because I don't only paint, I do most installation.
Okay.
So that's like how I start.
George produced a CD-ROM or something, didn't he?
Yeah, it's gonna come out next month.
Next month. Well, while I have you on the line, why don't you just take a minute to say a little bit about the CD? It's more like a historical look at holography, art holography, right?
Yeah, really. It's more on the it's good pattern, because it touched 400 artists.
Yeah.
So it's good for this, but it's 2 or 3 work of each one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's most like past work.
Yeah.
It's not like right now, because I don't know. There's some artists that is not there. So,
yeah.
But the answer is more classical.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's normal that way.
What's happening with holography in Montreal? Is there a community of holographers or no?
No.
No, what's going on?
Well, there's only 2 or 3 artists that work with holography.
Yeah.
So they know each other, but you don't talk about community with 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe it's too expensive.
Well, sometimes you have to have a community of 2 or 3 before you can have a community of 200 or 300.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I think that right now it's medium that artists is kind of, I don't know how to say, it's difficult to work, because now, it's video, it's work that you go fast, and holography, it's long work to get something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, maybe it's not only Montreal, it's everywhere. I just went to New York to work.
Yeah.
And it was close the same thing up there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
There's not much, because...
You were with Anna Maria, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you do down there? Was Bruno down there too?
Yeah, he went before me.
Yeah.
And we did each other our work up there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good, because we don't have pulse laser.
Yeah.
So we can take a body like this.
Yeah.
And I did 20 holograms.
Wow.
And maybe 10 that goes on specific installation. So I got 10 work going out now.
Wow, that's a lot of holograms to do. How long were you there?
A week.
Wow, you were working like crazy.
Yeah. Well, we had fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go see some exhibits too, but not in holography.
What do you find with holography as being the most frustrating?
Maybe when you work 3D on a hologram and it doesn't go.
It doesn't
come.
Yeah.
So, or sometimes just little thing that you say, no, it's not good, So it's really technical.
Yeah.
And I like more work with conceptual or the idea,
Yeah.
So that's only the only thing, because in the other end, I like only that you can touch the medium, the instrument.
Yeah.
So you have I don't know, say endless, but talking with your work,
Mm-hmm.
So, and the black environment
Mm-hmm.
is Sorry.
That's okay.
Just the object lighting with the laser.
Yeah, you're pretty limited.
Yeah, but for me, because you work in black, it's like you gave some importance to the object
Yes.
you work with.
And the object actually gives importance to the black, which is a way that a lot of people don't even look at it. I find the space, the empty space within the hologram, interesting as well.
Yeah. I work too with the empty space.
Yeah.
But I was talking about the object on the table when you work, when you're at work and making a hologram. The object lighting, it's like you have other dimension with him. You don't see him, it.
Yeah.
With it, other thinking of the object, so you can take it other way to work with it and to do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you find it frustrating? You'll have an idea inside your mind of what it is you want to express, and then you find out that holography is not able to express it?
Well, I mix a lot of media at the same time. So if I find that holography don't do, I'm just gonna take something else, other medium.
Yeah.
I was like video too.
Yeah.
And sculpture too. So I mix all together.
Would you mix that together into one piece, or would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Installation piece.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in future, what I would like, well, it's my first work right now, is to mix performance with holography.
Okay.
That's kind of.
Tell me a little about that.
Well, it's a little bit hard, but for me, holography is like halfway virtual and halfway real.
Yeah.
So, well, that's the first thing why I like holography. And in performance, you're really there, it's your body, the medium, so that your body can talk with something half virtual, not only like 3D on computer or something like this. It's really taking place in space.
Yeah.
So, well, I can't tell you exactly what I'm going to do.
That's
but
okay.
It's going to be like more, I think, talking with the hologram.
With words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, words with body too.
Yeah. Well, only words can lie.
Yeah.
The body can't lie.
Yeah.
Nothing else can lie except words. What are you doing with the school? Are you going to be taking over the lab at the college?
I am right now.
Oh, you have done that now?
Yeah. Well, at the school, at the college.
Yeah.
We call it responsible. I don't know
Okay.
how to say.
Yeah.
It's like manager or something like this. So we gave courses every week to a group that make a hologram. What I find difficult is to bring them to art, because I'm more like I like science, but I'm more like for art.
Yeah.
And there's no art courses up there, so it's a little bit difficult to do that way. Sorry.
Will you be doing some of the production as well with the students?
Yeah, we only give that. We give courses, technical courses, but for produce.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying that the art process is not the same, so it's a little bit difficult to me to know how to bring them to do some art, So, and I would like them to try to integrate some hologram in the town, like where they want.
Yeah.
So it goes good though.
Bruno had mentioned he was thinking about putting some exhibit together in Montreal at some point. Has that been talked about anymore? Any steps taken toward that?
Yeah, well, not really, because it's like more in like 6 or 7 months, because we have a lot of matrix copy to do. So that's a little bit long to have to do that in the same time that we are with the student. So, but I think we would do it like pretty soon though, this year.
How do you like the darkroom work? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Did you ever do any photography, darkroom?
No.
No? So this is your first experience in the darkroom?
Yeah, I don't even know how to develop a photograph.
Yeah. But you can develop a hologram, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So, of course, yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're doing holograms, you know how to do that. I have to actually improve my interviewing skills, is what I need to do. Tell us a little bit about working in the darkroom from someone who hasn't worked with photography, because many people who get involved with holography come from photography, and they just look at it as even though it's not, they look at it as sort of like an extension or another step to photography. But what are some of your experiences in the darkroom as far as learning it? Did you find it easy? Do you find it difficult? Do you get good results?
Well, I find it's the easier part of making hologram, the darkroom, because it's always the same, there's not much difference. But what I like is that in holography, you can't see the results before the end of the working process. So you work a whole day, and then you develop in the darkroom, and then at the end, you just dry it up, and you see the light coming out, and there's your object, there's your work.
Well, you actually can pretty much get a sense once you've been working with them for a while and you take a look at them in safe light conditions during the development process. You actually start to get a feel whether this is a go or a no-go.
Yeah,
very early on in the process.
But sometimes it lies a lot,
It lies, yeah.
Good lies, because you can see the black coming, and then you say, oh, it's going to be good, really lighting and everything, and then there's some interference in it or something like that. So just bad, and then you put it in garbage. Not good.
Yeah. Well, I noticed there's a little bit of ghosting that takes place during the very early parts of the development when you put it up to the safe light if you have a good image. And if the image is...
we don't have safe light.
There's no light at all?
No.
Wow.
We have a little thing like fluorescent.
Yeah.
But we have no safe light.
Oh, okay. Well, so what are your plans? Where do you plan on taking this, both the lab and the course over time? Do you have any steps?
Well, I don't know. There's no diffusion center here, so I'll maybe thinking about like putting one in Montreal of only art, holography art here. But at first, for me, it's to take holography, take it out from it's really like a world.
A world of its own.
Yeah, that's it. It's really like, how do I say?
Why do you think that is? Being someone who's getting involved with holography in the early stages for yourself, why do you think holography is so much a world unto itself?
Well, did you talk to a lot of artists that make holography?
Oh yeah. I'm just talking to you now.
Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of them that they are in this kind of world, because you're all the time in a basement, to work alone with your things. So I don't know, it's kind of weird feeling to work with that medium. So I would like to. I find that the work now in holography it's a little bit old. I would like to bring it to like more actual work.
Yeah. Like
you see in some art book, you see the work, and it's a lot of difference. Holography, it's like 10 years before,
Yeah.
So...
Well, I'm coming up on the 20 years for my lab here now.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 years. But you know what? I find the same thing. I mean, what is it that, keeps holography in the basement? When people see holograms, they become very enthusiastic. They get excited about holography. Why does that excitement die down?
I don't know. I don't think it died down, but we are in the now it's cinema, it's publicity, it's something fast.
Yeah, it's stuff that's sexy. Holography isn't sexy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have it. And it's well, there's not enough color, and there's not this, and why it doesn't, like, for doing animation can take, like, really long. So there's not much animation, so people look at about more and more all the time.
Mm-hmm. But yet still, people will go and see a photography exhibit and they won't complain that there's no animation in the photographs.
Maybe because of the light. It makes them, the first recognize it's TV more than photography.
Yeah.
Even if the work is closer to photography.
Yeah.
Photography.
That's a very good point, Nadia.
But, you know, it's like, maybe for the film, you know, nobody makes animation no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like traditional animation, you take your little thing and then you do one shot at and holography, it's more like this, you know, it's slow working, so I don't know, but that we have to find other way to bring people to like it.
Mm-hmm. But they don't see how slow it is.
No.
They only see the end result, and still we have holography in the position that sometimes it seems like it's in.
Yeah, of course, but I think we have to be in, or like we are in 2002, so we have to be there. And if people doesn't want this, they want something else. And I think that conceptual can take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the image doesn't take people no more, you can have the ideas behind. That's going to be great, you know, and then people going to do like, well, I can think more with this kind of work. So, I don't know. It's like a balance. Yeah,
so part of your attraction wasn't the holograms per se, it was the potential that was there for the holograms that attracted you.
The what?
The potential, you know, what holography could be.
Well, like I say before, for me it was really that half virtual and half reality that you don't know, you know.
I don't even know in my life what's reality and what's virtual anymore.
Yeah, well, that's why. That's why holography is like a kind of image of this feeling that everybody has, you know, doesn't know if they walk for real, you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's represent good the real feeling inside, so that's why I like it.
Okay. Anything that you'd like to close off the show with? Any announcements about the lab? Now you're going to be teaching there. How often do you work there?
3 days, 3 days a week.
Are you there all day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus the time I'm there from my homework.
I see. Okay, that's good. Anything that you want to add?
Well, only that I would like to find some holography artists and that work with holography for the actual art.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You'd like to correspond with them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It would be great.
That would be great. And I hope whoever is listening to this interview, I hope someone contacts you and says, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. What's up?"
Yeah, cool.
You know? But that doesn't always happen. I mean, holography really, everyone's been very open with this radio show that I've had now for 5 years. Everyone speaks freely. They come on the show, and they talk about their work. And I have noticed that there is a community of holography out there, of holographers, you know, and I guess maybe holography makes it be that way because it takes so much of your time, so much of your effort, and so much of your energy.
Would be really great because I do like social art and engage, politically engaged. So even if you work like alone, you can be with the community, with everyone. Yeah.
Well, I hope someone contacts you.
Thank you.
And good luck with your work. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'll let you know when the interview goes up, and then you can. Do you have real audio on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you can listen to it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No, thank you.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.